Hey people, how are you? This is Lena, and you're watching Lena's Life. Lena's Life in color um, on YouTube. Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Memorial Day holiday, and I wanted to give a shout out to all of those of you veterans serving right now, and all those fallen in service for this country. You're brave people, and you've done a lot. You've done a lot to make our world a better place, and I'm glad that you have a day, especially the fallen, to celebrate. My heart goes out to my friend Carrie, um, whose husband served in Iraq, and he tragically died. A suicide, and she was left alone without a husband. But he served bravely for his country, and he's a good ranger. So, hi team. Yeah, I've been hard. Um, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Doing really good. Watch Mark's recent video. It may get ugly, I guess, because he's now threatening legal action for me calling him a thief. You know, when someone takes your disability check, I guess you can't call them a thief if they're a thief, but defamation of character, somebody's telling him, because all I see is a man. Um, but you know, I'm I'm tired of being misrepresented. Let me just say that. I'm just tired of being misrepresented. And he's like going off and saying that I'm not well, and that I have this look in my eye of being like, I don't know, free? Let me see. Do you guys see anything? Is there a look in my eye other than life? Other than being free, finally, and able to stand on my own 2 feet and make decisions? I'm not going to say that he was wrong all the time, because he wasn't. I mean, he has some really great ideas of, how to take care of your body and what to do, with eating right, exercising right, taking care of our environment and the planet. The fact that there could be a big conspiracy or something, I mean, it's possible. And yeah, Teen, I do. I want to just, I'm sorry. I do. I want to just take my life back. I mean, why is that? Just because the longer I sit here and think, the more I realize how much I have been not allowed to just be me, you know? Is it too much to ask just to be able to just be yourself without being judged for it? I don't know. Yesterday, I wanted to tell you, It was, oh God. I haven't drank anything or eaten anything yet for breakfast, and I don't know what time it is, but I went for a bike ride on my new bike. Yeah. I love seeing myself away from control too. I mean, being able to have my own ability to go for a bike ride, like I'm going to talk about right now. I thought to myself, I have this iPad, and be nice to keep it, but be nice to get some odds and ends and things, you know. So I Googled a place to see where they sell, you know, because in a big city you can do this. It's an amazing start for me. I'm so excited to be on this journey and to have these wonderful experiences that I'm having. Just to be able to go bike riding by myself is like, wow. I used to think, you know, that I wasn't going to be able to bike ride by myself, you know, but I can. So I Googled this place that sells, you know, buys used iPads or something like that. So it was a place like about 5 or 6 miles away. Well, it happened to be the hottest day of the year. I think, no kidding, 99 degrees outside. Steamy, humid. Not like Florida humid or Louisiana, but nevertheless humid. So I ended up, oh, I always do that with this speaker. I really admire your attitude. It will ultimately provide a good life for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm just grateful. I mean, it's like the little things, you know, the little things, Luke, that allow me to just be able to be in control and to have responsibilities of my own, and to not feel like I'm a responsible person, a irresponsible person, and that I have the ability to make good, wise decisions, and that I'm not like some chicken with its head cut off, you know, like my ex wants to paint me. I mean, he says my eyes are like crazy right now. It's like, I don't know. I think my eyes are alive again, I guess. He talks about how when I kiss him, here's another story. When I kiss him, that my eyes would close, but would look away. But I'm curious. Do you guys, when you kiss lip to lip, do you guys keep your eyes open? You know, yeah, he projects a lot, and he's, you know, obviously facing a lot of negativity from what he said. So he feels like, you know, I'm on like this vendetta to get at him or something like that. And it's like, it's not even true. Is exposing the truth as I see it, you know, not as he sees it, but as I see it. And if no one keeps their damn eyes open when they kiss, that's weird. I didn't think so either. I mean, usually when you kiss, you're like, right? You're not like, you know, I don't know. That's just not, it's weird. It's weird, you know, but apparently I'm weird for closing my eyes or looking away. I don't remember looking away when I kiss him. By the way, Mark was a very good kisser and had very nice lips. So I'm not going to call him ugly because he was gorgeous. Let me tell you, he was a beautiful, beautiful human being. And I don't know. I feel like my lips than they were with him. If only my heart felt the same way. If only. And I can't say that that's the case because it's not. I always felt less than with him. Like he was more of a trans person than I was, you know, in the sense of how, you know, he made me feel about myself. You know, I'd be like having to shave because, for example, when we first met and I had done laser and it hadn't ended up very well because I ended up getting burnt on my legs back in 2015. And I asked him to get me laser that year. And he's like, we live in Silver City, babe. There's nobody within 2 hours that can get laser for you. So you're just gonna have to deal. And I'm like, deal? I haven't had to deal not having laser since before I transitioned. I transitioned, you know, and I had already been doing laser. So I'm going like from December of 2014 all the way to May of 2016 before I got laser. So as you can imagine, I was obsessing over my face and the hair that was growing here and down here and stuff. And I was just like frustrated. So he would always like make me feel bad because if I was tweezing it, doing something, he'd be like, you know, you're never gonna be able to get rid of it. So why bother? It's funny how you had to deal with, but I'm sure he always got whatever he wanted at any cost for his transition. Well, he did. He got whatever he wanted because he had a full-time job. He had money. He had a supporting wife. And he was just living la vida loca, right? As a trans man, doing his thing, you know? And I'm a year in, right? Into my transition. And I'm being questioned about why I want to have laser. I don't know, maybe because I don't like facial hair. I don't know. So, anyway, about the bike ride. I hate it when this thing says rotate device, rotate device. Let me see if I can get it to not to do that. Wait, where are you? Laser is crucial for a trans woman. Yes. Yes, it is. It makes us feel so dysphoric if we end up with a 5 o'clock shadow after, you know, putting on makeup. It's not cool. Fortunately, I didn't deal with that, you know, problems because I had plenty of laser before I met Mark, which I'm glad I did, looking back. But, you know, it wasn't wearing dresses or I don't want to go back into that. I've already rehashed that one. But anyway, with the bike ride. So I found a place that was going to sell I could sell the iPad to. And I rode my bike in the heat and rode it out to this place where I got my iPad sold. And, you know, I think I got $70 for it. But I can really use the money right now. So I ended up buying the Sears right next to where I bought it was closing, so they had everything 50% off. So I bought a basket for my bicycle so I can put groceries in it and stuff like that when I go to the co-op and stuff or go around town before I ever get a car. I don't know if I'm gonna get a car anytime soon. But and then I got like some gloves for lifting weights and stuff and working out because I needed some gloves. And what else did I get? A screwdriver to put on the basket. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm yawning. Been on the phone with a friend of mine, and oh, I went to Aldi, um, bought some raspberries, some peanuts, some. What else did I get? Oh, some salsa. What else did I get? Some golden berries. They had golden berries there. Hmm. I guess there's some kind of a grape-ish type, cherry-ish type tropical. Oh, I can show them to you. Hold on. Let me show you what I got. It's a is it upside down? Can you read it? Golden tangy Cape gooseberries, golden berries. And they look like that. And they're kind of tart. I got salted peanuts. How'd you know? I got salted peanuts. Like I said. And unfortunately, I have canola and or soybean oil. But it is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is. And like I said, I got some raspberries. Oops. I ate them. I ate a lot of them when I was riding my bike and stuff. What else did I get? And my plantain is dying. Look at my plantain. They usually, Puerto Ricans eat them green. And look at this thing, is like all super ripe, looking like a banana. I don't think I'm going to eat it. I don't like it, like, really. When you get it, like, it's, what is it? When it's, like green, then you can make tostones out of it. And that's what I enjoy. Oh, let me see if my cantaloupe is ready yet. You do a smell test with the cantaloupe. It's almost there. It's got to have like that, you know, cantaloupe smell. It's getting there. It's getting there. But I'm going to have some peanuts, if you don't mind, since they're an easy snack. I just, you know, it's hot here. Hot. Like, as in hot. Like hot. Ripeness is supposed to be better for you. Wouldn't that be true for plantains as well? I don't know. It might be. Maybe I should try eating it as a, like a banana. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah, the texture is different. I mean, not way different, but it's like harder. So it has like, it's not as soft. And, but let me tell you, when you cook plantains, first of all, you have to fry them a little bit. Cut them and then fry them a little bit so that you can mush them. And Puerto Ricans like buying a little device, a little piece of a hinged wooden thing that has a little circle in it, and you stick the partially cooked plantain in it. It's soft a little bit, so then you smash it, right, with this little tostonera, they called it. Then you scoop it up out of there and you stick it back in the oil and you fry it. And it tastes amazing. Amazing. And that's the stuff I grew up on. So I have been jonesing for Puerto Rican food ever since I've been with Mark. Because although he was an excellent cook, he didn't make anything Puerto Rican. And unfortunately, when I went to visit my mom, she never offered to make me any Puerto Rican food, which I have been jonesing for. So maybe I'll find a Puerto Rican restaurant here in the Twin Cities. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just make it myself because I'm Puerto Rican and I can make Puerto Rican food. But I'm kind of out of practice. You need certain ingredients, so I'd have to go to the store. Because there's like a certain type of flavoring that Puerto Ricans like to put on their food. And, well, one of them is called, I actually have it. Let me see. It's called Sazón Goya con culantro y achiote, especial para arroces, salsas, guisos, sopas, etc. So, inside this little packet, you'll find what good cooks have always dreamed of, an absolutely foolproof way to make everything taste not just good or even great, but sensational every time. It's Sazón Goya, a special mix of seasonings from Goya. So, this portion of Luna's Life is sponsored by Sazón Goya. But my mom used to put it in the rice or in like the chicken that she would make and stuff like that. And it gives a good flavoring to food and stuff. And we use that and other types of foods and things like that. Wait, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have some more orange juice. What about that? Orange juice. I gotta make some oatmeal. But first, some orange juice. It's good stuff. Of course, I'm not going to drink it all the time because liquid juice isn't as good for you because it doesn't have as much of the fiber. Then we have some of these golden berries. I've never seen them. Have you guys seen them before? They look like this. They look like a marble or a piece of or a bouncy ball. This kind of looks like a bouncy ball to me. See it? Here's the inside. I know, well, right now I'm very minimal. Team. See what it looks like inside? It's pretty cool. And they kind of have like almost like a cherry and a grape. Pretty good. Different. Only $2.19 at Aldi too. Yeah. Tangy, tropical, and sweet. That would be me. I'm tangy, tropical, and sweet. Perfect. So, although I don't look very sweet right now, because I just, this is Lena's life. This isn't Lena's fashion channel. This isn't Lena's beauty channel or how to, put on makeup channel or anything. This is just Lena's life. And I just woke up. Or actually didn't. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. Needed to go to the bathroom actually. And I walked down the hallway and I hear some classical music playing. And the door is closed to the bathroom. And I thought, oh, maybe somebody left the door stop off because it's early and people should probably be in bed. It was Paula. She was using the restroom and stuff, and she's like, "I'll be done in a few minutes. I'm just being," and so, well, so that's probably too much information, but I haven't really kind of like went to sleep, but then kind of didn't, and then kind of did, and then I was in a long conversation with a friend of mine who I was talking to about what else, right? About what's been happening. So anyway, sweetie, maybe a padded bra would be a better option than augmentation. No, it wouldn't. I have a padded bra, but augmentation is what trans women want, is to have an augmentation. I'm still not there yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But 6 months from now, we can talk about the dangers and the ethicalness of it, or the need for it, or the, you know. But for now, yeah, I do want BA is it called or whatever. But anyway, it's hotter than blazes out here. The fan's on constantly because it is hot. It's like 100 degrees, hottest day of the year. So good. So just like I thought, going to that place to drop off the iPad was, I Googled, to get there on my bike, and it doesn't disappoint, this area, because there are trails going everywhere. And this one trail I was on was just so pretty, so green, and there's no traffic, and it's just so nice. Went right by Lake Phalen, I think it's called. Really nice big lake, has a trail that goes around it. It didn't go around that, but there's another trail that goes up on the side, and then it goes all the way, I don't know where, but there's so much to explore, so much to see. And I got to the place, within like 45 minutes or something like that. And I did it with traffic, having to deal with cars going in and out and stoplights and stop signs and all that stuff. So that department, this area has not disappointed at all. I mean, at all. Last night, I made myself some dinner. I got, gosh, it's so pretty out. I'm in Michigan, but even taking a stroll yesterday, I swear I sweat through my shirt. Michigan, oh my God. Mark and I went to Traverse City, I think it was, and Sleeping Bear, Sand Dunes, something or other, National or National Lakeshore or something like that. And when we took pictures out there, the mayflies were horrific. Yeah, I love Traverse City. It's beautiful. We ended up staying at like an Indian casino way out on the other side, like maybe 25 minutes from Traverse City, I think it was. But that made us make the decision to go west, because we were sitting in our car and there was this big, huge mayfly sitting on the side view mirror, and we didn't realize what it was, but It was huge. And we're thinking, and we're going to camp in this? No, thank you. So we ended up driving down the backside on the west side of Michigan and out to busy Illinois, which is kind of like bleh, on our way to Wisconsin, and then to Minnesota, and then finally to where we saw the West. Yeah, I'm in Newaygo, which is a couple hours south of Traverse. Yeah, the mayflies are horrible and the mosquitoes will eat you alive this time of year. Yes. We were thinking about going up to and out by Mackinac. Is it Mackinac? Mackinac Island or something like that. And going up by Houghton. Houghton, is it? Or something. But yeah, the weather just, oof, it just kind of, the weather of bugs, that is, you know, because that was pretty bad. But anyway, this is usually not as hot here, but I guess we're hitting some kind of crazy weather pattern or something. And my friend Paula said that a lot of times Minnesota gets hotter because of the fact that there are so many cornfields in Iowa and that corn creates heat or something. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a balmy and buggy summer. From my experience in 2014, the cities gets pretty doused with mosquito repellent and stuff, and they treat, you know, stuff so that people don't have to deal with it unless you're going like up into the hills and the backcountry and stuff. I think would be okay. Yep, bugs love a humid climate. They do. But, you know, saying that, I don't really see bugs here, like on the window. What I do see is this little cute squirrel that is and has just been like crawling on the side of the screen of the window there every evening. Hangs out with me. I don't know if she's looking for food or if she just likes being around me. I'm not sure. But it's super cute. Someday I can show you. Western Nebraska is mild in the bug department. Oh yeah. And as you go west, it gets better. I know, right? I wish I had a pet squirrel. But if I open that window and the screen and he comes in or she comes in, I don't know how in the world I'll be able to get her out because she's little. And she could get into a ton of trouble here. Because there's places to hide with all these clothes. And I mean, look, it's, you know, there's like not a lot of space, you know. So, but we were gonna go, Paula, Tiffany, and I. We were gonna go to a get together at a trans woman's house in North Minneapolis, but Paula felt it wasn't probably going to be a good idea because the weather is so freaking hot. So I was thinking maybe I would go to the mall today since there's air conditioning there. Probably shouldn't let her in, even though it's tempting to pretend to be Snow White. Yeah, probably not. It'd probably be a bad idea. Like you said, it is tempting because all I have to do is like move the screen a little bit and in comes, I don't know. A friend of mine said, my mouse is Minna, I'm Lena, And I guess the squirrel is Squirrela. I guess. I don't know. Minna, Lina, and Squirrela. So, I was going to address some of the things that were said in the video. I can't really remember all of it because it's he says he's moving on. Mark says he's moving on, but keeps misrepresenting me. And he thinks that I'm like leading this charge against him to like discredit him and to make him look bad and stuff. Well, I just wanted to tell Mark, I'm not really looking to do that to you at all. And I'm not really looking to fight or anything. All I'm doing is sharing my truth and my experience. And if that implicates you in any way, shape, or form, then I'm so sorry that it does. But I'm just sharing how I feel, you know. And you're right. Not everything was bad. It wasn't. I mean, there were a lot of good things. But your incessant habit of putting every trans woman in this, and every conversation that you come up with in which you find yourself making a point, you want everyone to believe exactly how you believe. And that's not how life works, you know? I mean, it doesn't work like that. People are different. And I hope in this relationship that you learn that people are different and they're not going to think like you. They're going to be different. YouTube channel True Love 2. Had a good talk about trans last night. It's 4 hours long, but listen at double speed and it goes quicker. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. I don't know. I've never been on that channel. What's it called again? Let me see. Sorry. True Love 2. Like, for instance, Mark talks about how it's not a good idea. And I said it too. You know, I end up making these statements that are like all inclusive or something, as if I know anything, right? I've only been with one trans guy. And I'm sure there are plenty of successfully, wonderful, happy trans relationships where, you know, the couple is happy. But my experience wasn't. And I need to be careful not to insinuate that everybody else is going to have problems dating a trans guy, because they're not, you know. I'm not going to tell you, and I did, but I'm not going to tell you not to date a trans guy, trans woman. And I'm not going to tell you, trans guy, not to date a trans woman, trans guy. So it is something that is unique, you know, and everybody has the right to grow in the way that they want to grow, or be challenged in the way that they need to be challenged. I didn't agree with all of it, but it had lots of food for thought. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'm trying to remember the name again, so I'm just gonna remember it by name. True Love 2. Okay, I'll look that up. But it's just different for different people, and Mark's making blanket statements about, you know, why it's good for, you know, why it's not good for anyone to be dating like that. And I think it's important to recognize individuality in a relationship and to let people just be, you know. I mean, we're all getting along like a family or something like that. Why can't you and I, or something like that? And that's the whole thing, you know, it's about just being free. And I'm appreciating my freedom right now. I know that. I know that. But I hate being misrepresented. You know, he's like, if anyone has a problem with and has questions, all I can say is look at Lena's old videos. Do you think that for 1 second that I'm ashamed of any of the videos that I did? My old videos before Mark. I mean, I will agree. I was very much dealing with stuff. But one of the things that I certainly wasn't dealing with was how I felt in my gender and why I did what I did. He makes it seem like I was confused about my gender, not knowing. And it's like, why don't you ask James? Why don't you ask Tony? Why don't you ask the people that knew me, like Paula? I mean, I was very confident. I was very happy with where I was going. I was posting pictures up on the internet, on Flickr and everywhere because I was so proud of how my body was changing and I was owning my womanhood. So you can say whatever you want about me being confused and stuff. The only confusion was in trying to figure out how to make my children a part of my life. It wasn't about my gender. I was very confident. If anything, and yes, victim me, you took away some of that confidence. You chipped away at what I was doing. And then he goes on to say, you know, if I didn't see an ounce of woman in Lena, then, you know, I would ask her or them, I would ask them why that was so. You know, why don't you take an honest assessment? Why don't you just be honest with yourself, Lena? And it's like, you know, here's the deal, Mark. You said something totally different when you weren't in the public eye. You said, oh, I see my beautiful Taino, 17-year-old, beautiful woman, spirit, young girl, innocent, lovely. That's your words, not mine. And, you know, you would compliment me and everything. And now you're playing that card that I'm not woman enough for you, or that you don't recognize me as a woman just because I had, you know, sex with a guy or something, and that you consider me a gay man, which I'm not. Hey, no judgment. If you want to be a gay man, be a gay man. It's just not me. It's not stigma. I would be a gay man if I was. Just like, I mean, I was talking to my friend, and they said, I know that you would give anything to give your kids whatever they wanted if you could do it. And I told her, yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't have left my first wife, who is an awesome woman and loved me beyond words, if I wasn't dealing with gender issues. I'd be a fool not to stay. Wow, these are really good. Again, golden berries at Aldi. It's what's for breakfast today. I've got little tiny little seeds in them, but they're not annoying because they're not like, they're edible. I'll get them again. They're good. But the whole thread, it's like, please. You know, it happened with Jessica too. Jessica was like, I'm going to take you to court for harassing me or abusing me. And Mark's like, yeah, right, whatever. Why don't you call the cops? I'll tell them that you're a man with a penis and they'll leave me alone. Because that's what Mark does. He's not really trans anything, and he doesn't like labels, he says, but he really thinks that we're all just dealing with a lot of emotional baggage and hang-ups, and that we're all flawed people, and that we only transition to cope with what's going on with us, and that we're really just hurting individuals. I mean, to each his own. But I don't feel like a hurting individual. I hurt only because I can't see my kids. And that sucks. But see, team, the difference is that being a dad and being trans are difficult. Because I don't like being labeled a man. And, you know, just like right now, what you said makes me feel dysphoric. Because my brain and my body are at odds with each other. Mark can drop a label. Yeah, it is a blessing, but it's not. I mean, if I could be the traditional dad person without the gender hangups, then great, you know. But I mean, that's the whole essence of being trans. You say, drop the labels. It's like, we can't. We don't like the label we have. That's why we want to change it. So that just makes this difficult. All gone. That's what makes it hard. I mean, if I could just drop a label, then I wouldn't be trans. There wouldn't be trans people if they could just drop the label. We can't. We don't like being in the bodies that we've been given. So we do what we can to change that. That's why we get the surgeries. That's why we get, we go on estrogen or testosterone. I mean, that's why we do what we do. I mean, you're a dad, and that's a blessing. That's why we do what we do. I mean, yeah, I have the role of a dad, but do I actually perform in that role? No, I don't. Do I, want the traditional role of being a dad? No, I don't. It's a really difficult thing to put together. It's just not easy. Mark's had 15 plus years to come up with his reasonings for feeling two-spirited and saying he'll never be a man. And, I wasn't even given 1 year. And I haven't been much of a dad. So I don't know what to say. But all I know is that your comment to me made me feel dysphoric. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to say. Since 2013. I don't want to be seen as a eccentric man that wears female clothing. I really don't think you can even begin to comprehend what it feels like to be this way. I really don't. I mean, the things you're saying are foreign to me. Foreign. And trying to understand that is just absolutely not possible for me. And Jordan's right. I mean, I don't think you understand what it's really all about. I mean, maybe for a person like Mark, you can kind of relate to that. But for a person like me, I wouldn't do the things I did in transitioning if I was just a happy-go-lucky eccentric man who wanted to wear a dress. I mean, that's not, you know, it's just not. If it was, I mean, if it was, it wouldn't be a big deal, would it? I'm saying it's important to be your genuine, authentic self and let that take you. Yeah, I mean, that's what that's what I was doing before I was with Mark, and ever since that's been questioned and that's been challenged and that's been manipulated into something that I didn't want to become that person that I became with Mark. And now I'm like backpedaling and trying to regain what I had lost. Regain what the confidence that I had, and the joy that I had, and the feeling, that I had of just I don't know, that's a hard thing. Leaves me like thinking like I don't know, just it makes me feel empty, you know. So anyway, today I was thinking about heading out to the mall and cooling off. It's probably gonna check with these girls, see what they're wanting to do. But I can't remember all that Mark said, but to think you know a person and to realize that you don't. Your ex was wrong to keep you from your children. It doesn't matter how you like to dress and groom yourself, but wouldn't it be confusing for the kids to tell them that you are a woman? Oh, jeez, here we go. Okay. Um, yeah, I guess so. Hence why I don't see them. No, teen believes that we can never be women. Trans women can never be women. And you can have their opinion all you want, but, you know, you find you find a man who loves you for you and sees you as a woman and wants you to be as complete as you can be, as you physically can be. Um, then you are a woman in their eyes. So I don't know. I just don't think you get it. And, you know, you say things that sound exactly like my ex wife, actually. kind of defies the purpose. Well, I don't think you're disrupting things. You're just pointing things out that we deal with that's very difficult. But I mean, you're giving me an ultimatum and putting me in the man box and telling me that I'll always be a man and that I can just dress however I want to, fuck the labels and let society. It's exactly what Mark would say, you know. There's people that see me for me. Teen's been a friend for a long time, Jordan, so don't get upset at her. She just doesn't understand. She doesn't have um, any gender issues, so please don't be mean to her. She's very sweet to me and has always been. And I'm just, I don't want her not to be my friend and not to stay listening to my story and my life. But well, people do research and then they come up with different research goes in different directions, and you can find research that supports it, research that negates it, research that you come up with on your own. So it's very much an individual experience. And if you don't believe in trans identities, then you don't believe in trans identities, you know? You know. There's no judgment though. I mean, if you don't believe it. Teen, if you just see me as a gay man with a fetish and a cross dresser, I mean, I can't change your opinion. And I'm not on it because I'm too busy trying to live my life. But one thing that I did do was I made sure that everything that I could do to present as a female was going to be done. And, with regards to my children, they haven't been on this journey with me. So they only see the past as what they see. And they don't see me in the present light at all, or the kind of person that I've become. So they're just looking at past memories. So to tell me, they're going to want their dad, they're going to want a man and stuff, it's like, yeah, because they haven't grown with me. They haven't developed with me or adjusted with me at all. I mean, Jordan knows exactly what I was dealing with back in 2014. He knows how, I mean, she knows how terribly the Christian community just berated me, made me feel like the worst sinner on the planet. And I don't know, to have religious convictions and stuff, and you may have your own ideas of gender that are, unshakable and immovable. And, my oldest child wasn't scared of me, no. So I don't see that as being an issue, because my oldest was just fine. They've known a man, they can love you as a woman if they get past the stigma. Past the stigma. There is a stigma. Yeah, there is. There really is a stigma. No doubt about it. But I haven't set foot in a church in over 6 years. Still relationship with Jesus Christ, contrary to popular belief. Jesus Christ does hate trans people or does not? Hope it does not. I don't know about Jesus Christ. I don't know about all of it. How real beliefs are. No, I know you said. I know that you meant the other. But we live and learn. Wish I was at a different place where I could accept what Teen's saying, but after being with Mark denying me the ability to just live my life, I have a different feeling. And I truly believe that, what I am. I'm a form of a woman, of a trans woman, but yet not a man. So anytime anyone says that I'm a man, and maybe you want to think I'm crazy because you think I am, but I don't agree. Just don't. I don't think Teen's being rude. I mean, I'm going to go back on HRT on the 31st. Hopefully I have enough money to cover my estrogen. I wanted to get patches, but it's so expensive, and injections are something that I'll have to deal with maybe, but I'm already on Spiro, but they're only give me a 50 milligram dose, so I cheat. I take 2 of them. It's a 90-day supply, so I'm gonna have to go get some more. Estradel is $4 at Walmart? Really? Yeah, but those are the pills. I mean, the pills they only absorb like 20%. So 4 milligrams becomes 1 or something. So, and it's not good for your liver. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you do. Well, it's not the direction I thought we were going to go, but I guess I'll make myself some oatmeal and some berries, and maybe I'll go to Target on my bike, pick up a bike lock, head out to the gym, work out. That's what I'm doing to myself. I was on 200 before. Now I'm like doing 100. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. So I'm not saying that Tina's being rude, just people other rude you need to ignore. Like here, I didn't see more people here. Well, I don't want to bore you guys. How is high as a kite? Not quite understanding that, but on the nice front, my hair's coming in. Finally, after 3 years of like whatever. And it's growing. Of course, it has no shape to it now because I had a boy cut done to it back in July, but I'm happy with what, I still wear wigs, but it's nice to know that, maybe I'll get a weave or something and extensions put in it. What do you guys think? Should I try that? Yay, Becky, happy for me. Thank you. Yeah, it's it's not like perfect, but it's it's there. Am I homeless? No, I'm not homeless. You like the weave idea? Does it mess up hair though? That's my question. Is it gonna make my hair bad? Is it gonna make it bad? Unhealthy? I had a weave done September, and I didn't have much hair, so they they did it and they put some in, but I got all itchy and yeah, I mean I just let it keep growing. I don't know. But it is tempting. So I have big plans for this summer and fall and the rest of my life, to get my life back and to get my confidence back and to take care of myself and to be in healthy relationships and to stay away from negativity. I'd like it to come down, just like to here. Maybe 14, 15, 16 inches or something. Yeah, that would be nice. It's always been a goal. It's not like, oh, Linda loves wigs. No, I don't. I just, you know, don't have much options. Getting better. Pardon me as I have more peanuts. But I didn't even know what I was going to say about Mark and stuff. Honestly, I'm just kind of sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. I just don't like being misrepresented and mischaracterized. What peanuts are good? Well, peanuts are probably the least nutritious of all the nuts out there. But they're good. And they're actually not even a nut. They grow underground and they are a legume, believe it or not. But I'm going to get an air fryer and I'll be making bonzo beans. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? You learned some facts on Lena's life, Rebecca. This is a legume. And you don't want to buy organic peanuts either, because then they can get moldy. So just buy regular old peanuts. Yes, teen, they are. I got these like these are like cocktail peanuts. Guess I'll make some breakfast. Breakfast is. I guess I'll make some meal. I think it's weird that, you know, I just can't really just eat breakfast in the morning because I really have been conditioned to eat later and not to eat a lunch because I don't. And I don't know, it's weird. When you get affected and stuff, it's like, wow, there's so much that. I don't know, it's weird. You don't even think about it. And you have these habits that, oops, fell out of my mouth. You have these habits that just like, well, that post got screwed up. Hope you can decipher. Oh, I did. Salty is better than non-salty peanuts, right? So I am going to call it and I'll be back. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to try to stay out of the heat. How did you miss your... What do you mean, miss my month? Oh, why did I miss my mouth? I don't know, because I was reading. Let's see. It hit my tooth, and then it fell off my lip. Maybe I'll have a peanut butter sandwich with a banana. Anywho, see you guys, and thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll make a better video instead of this, I don't know what it became, but sorry for the kind of dazed, confused look. I hope Mark doesn't use it against me. I'm probably like, look at Linda's last video. Look at Linda's last video. She just doesn't, he or they just don't look right. Bye.